Okay, that should be me live. Let me just drop the link in Discord. Alrighty, so this stream is going to be just to test out. I've added one house model to the game. So this is just a scatter prefab, so it's one which just gets placed randomly along the side of the road. So it's not the same thing as having like a little suburb or a little neighborhood tile. It's just testing the house model with a destructible roof and destructible porch. That's what I've added. Let's randomize things like we did last time as well. So between 1 and 60, and I'll multiply it by 100. So we've got between 4,400k and 2,200. Okay, let's do the same for the helicity. That's the second time that the third numbers match the first number. Is random.org not random anymore? 560. Because that happened last night. I generated 4 numbers and the first number and third number matched. It's between 1 and 60 as well, so it's quite a spread between those possible values. Right. Let's set the path deviance to 2 per second. Yeah, it's just going to be a short stream. It took a lot longer to get everything ready for the stream and for the build than as expected. I look much skinnier tornadoes now. So the range and widths for tornadoes is massive now. So between, I think it was between 0.5, so half the max width and max width. So that was anywhere between 1,200 and 2,400 meters wide. Now that can be as narrow as 240 meters wide. So let's just see how this goes. I can see some people have joined. Hello there. So I've only got time to do a 30-minute chase. So yeah, let's just set night time to 1 minute. Keep that as 30 minutes. Hello, Rainbow Dust Stuff. You do the fall off of 0.55 to 1 thingy again. Can't remember what I've got the fall off set to right now. But yeah, if we get a narrow tornado, we can have a look at we can have a look at what the wind fall off looks like, and if it, yeah, see if it needs to be dialed down again. Yeah, that's right. So originally the wind field was extremely punishing to the player, so the tornadic winds were expanding way beyond the visible funnel. So I dialed that back. But now with narrower tornadoes, I'm not sure what it's going to be like. So yeah, this hopefully we'll get a chance to play a test of that. Like I say, I can only stream for about another 25 minutes. But I've set the speed for formation for the cells to be quicker. The tornado's a bit more realistic. So let's see. Let's go inside the truck. You see I've got the 70-degree field of view and the Panini projection as well. Our tornado's going to touch down over there somewhere. Let's try and get an idea of which direction it's moving. So if we zoom in, pan. Yeah, it looks like it's moving east. So we really want to be on this road network along here. So let's go left, right, and then bridge across there. We're going to want to be up here. Let's have it touch us down. Oops. In the cornfield. Farmer will be angry. So yeah, let us bridge across. Get ahead of this. Is there a funnel starting to form there? Yeah. I see the debris cloud. And it looks like it's heading more northeast, but I still right in wanting to get along here. So let's see if I missed the road. The road looks like it's over here. Get across here. I think we'll take the last possible left. We'll get ahead of it. Got a narrow stovepipe just now. Oh, there's the house. I just want to check, since the placement of them is a bit random. I don't want them like being placed across roads and things like that, so I just need to check the placement's sensible. Okay, looks like we might have a little narrow stovepipe F5 here. Assuming it gets up to F5 strength. I have dialed the environment back a bit on this one, so if I go to K, still on the higher end of things, and helicity. It's moving into a slightly weaker area, but then once it moves up here, it's in a very strong environment. So you could expect it to intensify soon. Spawn point to be more centre, not the bottom corner. Yeah, I probably should do that. I set that as a default like months ago, if not like a year ago, and just kind of forgot to update it. That's because of the old logic. We'd always spawn tornadoes in the bottom left quadrant, but now, since Neon suggested the spawn distance should be based on player ranking and how far they've leveled up, it doesn't actually matter where you are on the map now, so yeah, you can just make it spawn in the middle, which gives you the most use of the map. Follow this road here, we might be able to get in front of it and intercept maybe along here. Looks like it's turning more east. It's either turning more east or intensifying a bit. Excuse me. Oh, I did have a drink with me, but I've drank it all. back on the road. Let's get ahead of it. So, I think maybe just being about here. We'll be fine. 0.4 miles. It is intensifying. Still quite narrow. It's not a wedge by default like we're seeing in every other stream. Okay, it's hunting. Perfect time to do a quick deploy. Let's see if we can force it to go past the house just so we can check the destruction physics on the houses. I think we've got more options this way. Oh yeah, so instead of going blue to grey, go blue to transparent. Yeah, just to clean that wind field up a bit. Yeah, because it's kind of got a harsh border there. Like everything's nice and smooth, and there's just a harsh border. Right, let's see. Is there a house nearby so we can see the new destruction physics? Do quick call. Quick deploy. We just need to find a house. Oh, here's a house. Let's just camp here for a bit. So if we align the house between us and the tornado, never mind the ethics of that, if you can somehow control tornadoes in real life, destroy a house with a tornado just to see what happens. Let's see what the destruction physics is like. It's coming at us at 65 miles an hour. Okay, we're going to start getting the camera shake in a second. There we go. It's starting to go. Okay, I think it could be a little bit more exciting than that. That's going to take some handcrafting to make it look a bit more visually impressive. I can't remember what I've got the grey threshold set to. I think I might have had it set to 60 miles an hour. Just if you have the threshold too low, then it paints too much onto the map. Yeah, the tornado was pretty weak when it hit the house, so you wouldn't expect the roof pieces to go flying. Ah, I realised there's a couple of values in the so I can customize the wind speeds that different items are affected by, and it's 2 sets of values, and now that I think about it, I only changed 1 set of values. That's maybe why they didn't fly quite as you'd expect. So we need to go and find us another house. Looks like we've got one there. Wind doesn't seem to be having too much of an effect. I did upgrade the wind speed at which the truck's actually affected. So we can drive at 120 mile an hour winds and it doesn't seem to be affected too badly. Yeah, so what I'll do is for each house, so each part of the house. So I've only done the roof just now, so let's say this roof's about to go. What I do is there's a random range of wind speeds where each thing will break apart. So for the roof, it'll be lower than for the walls, which it'll be lower than like the foundation. That's coming towards me. That actually works out well because I want to check out these physics. I wonder if the mesh collider is causing it to get stuck a bit. Yeah, there definitely needs to be some adjustments done there. So there is kind of like an implied difference in construction quality. So if the randomized number chooses the lower of the range, that's like a house with lower construction quality. The things like roofs will things like windows and doors will blow off first, and then probably the roof, then the walls, and then everything else. We've got another house here, so let's test it out on this house here. Something stuck to the side of the truck there. Yeah, so I haven't quite done it here, so I've only set a few just random wind speeds for the roof just now. I think I may need to do some modifications to the house models because they're not quite set up to be breakable just yet. I'm also thinking I set the nighttime to 1 minute and the daytime to 30 minutes, but it looks like it's flown through the daytime. So I think the way I've scaled the daytime and nighttime might not be right. Yeah, that's the tornado hunting over. Oh, everything looks really flat in this lighting. Looks more like the old version of the game. I don't know what's going on here. I think I need to add a little bit more thickness to the tornado funnel so we can actually see through it. So originally I set the eyes, there's like a setting of how much of the tornado funnel gets hollowed out. And I've accidentally set it, I think, a bit too high, so you can kind of see through the funnel a bit. And the Winfield with the left edge and the calm eye, that's all thanks to Rainbow. Do these have a higher swirl ratio? I have to double check the code since it's been a couple of weeks since I've looked at it last. It may even be randomized, so it might be hard to tell per tornado. Maybe I should match the upward motion in the funnel to the swirl ratio, so the rotation rate that's animated matches the wind speed, but the vertical rate is just randomized, so maybe I should use the swirl ratio to indicate that as well. looks like Mega Shock Face from the front. I can't see it. I don't know if my eyes are just not. Oh, I think I can if the. Oh, there's a house going. A bit more violent this time. So you kind of got eye, and then to me that kind of looks like teeth or something like that, or the mouth. Yeah, I think Mega Shocked Face probably is the right face for a truck that chases tornadoes. Very tiny pupils. Let's see. Oh, I see what you mean. I think I can see it now. Yeah, look, because see the rendering of them, it's set to one-sided rendering, which is why half the roof is invisible for the other side. I need to set that to double-sided. I don't think I can escape. So I can try. Yeah, the truck's struggling even at 180 miles an hour. Okay, actually, that's one benefit. Since the tornado tries to place its center over the top of me, it means once I'm actually in the eye of the tornado and it's hunting me, I'm actually relatively safe. Now I can just control the tornado from where I drive. See, it's matching my speed perfectly, so I know it's saying it's that's interesting. It's saying it's moving 89 miles an hour, but it's not because I'm only moving 40 miles an hour. So what happens if I stop? Ha! Found a bug. Need to fix that. That's its max hunting speed, not its actual speed. Should try to know the place's right edge. How would you do that? You'd have to know the player's position relative to the tornado and then offset it in some way. Let's see if I can get through the funnel. I think the problem that even when I'm stopped, it is moving 89 miles an hour, but just constantly very tiny amounts to stay centered on top of me. Cross the motion vector by axis. If you get the cross product of a vector, it gives you a new vector that's perpendicular to those two, right? Remember my vector arithmetic properly. So if you've got the motion vector with the y-axis, so in Unity, y-axis is up. That looks pretty cool. What's the width of it? 0.7 of a mile. Let's just hop out the truck and take a look. see if I can outdrive this debris field. Oh, there's a tree getting in the way. And a water tank and a tractor and several hundred bales of hay. That's all the destruction physics you sent me, Rainbow, in action. So yeah, if you take motion vector with the up vector, yeah, I'm visualizing my head now. Motion vector is flat along the terrain, up vector, so yeah, the cross product has to give you, yeah, it points towards the right edge, and then since I know where the center of the tornado is, I just extend by the radius along that cross vector and it gives me the right edge. Yeah, that'd be relatively straightforward to add, actually. Okay, I think it's time to go. Just make sure, close the tailgate first. I know this turns right, which means I can't actually gain any distance on the tornado. Right, I need to turn left again as soon as I have the chance. Solar panels are making it a bit difficult. I think this map's too environmentally conscious. There's wind turbines and solar panels, but there's no nuclear power plant for the tornado to impact. You have like a radiation zone if the nuclear plant gets hit. Oh yeah, suction vortex in the centre. Or maybe multiple. I need to get multiple vortex tornadoes modelled in this game. But yeah, just have one in the centre just so you, yeah, so you're never safe. Which way is that heading now? So I will need to end the stream next couple of minutes. Let's just watch it. This cross. I think it's going to cross the road just behind us there. Let's just watch the last few bits of destruction, and then I'll have to call it a night. So yeah, I'm not quite happy with the houses yet. I might take them out to do an update tomorrow, just so people have these new changes. Then I can make the house models look better. They're going to have to be a lot more handcrafted than the other prefabs I've used. I spent a lot of time looking around Iowa on Google Maps, trying to pin down the last few filming locations from Twister that I haven't managed to find. Mostly the Jonas ones, where Jonas gets hit by the radio tower and he gets locked in the air. It's really difficult because you pretty much drop the Street View guy anywhere around Pilot Mound in Iowa, any of the intersections, and they're all looking very, very similar. Very few landmarks to go off. should start to die out once it passes that edge of the map. So let's just watch it. Watch it rope out. Oh, it's coming for us again. Okay, maybe it's not going to rope out then. Yeah, we'll just wait and watch it approach, and then I'll call it a night. I'll keep the stream running another couple of minutes. No idea what homeopathic fossil fuels is talking about. But I agree with the sentiment, don't do drugs. Yeah, so we've got like a look right up the funnel. Kind of like the ending of Twister. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. The tornado is the Hoover. Okay. This is the path of the tornado on LSD. Look at that. But yeah, I'm going to have to call it a night. Thank everybody for joining. Sorry, it's just a short one tonight. Just wanted to see what the houses look like in-game, and thought that's a good thing to test on the stream. Hello there from Japan. Apologies, I'm just about to end the stream, but thank you very much for joining. Probably stream for about another minute. Let's just watch the debris for another minute, and then I will have to go to sleep. Screenshot time. I'm going like the VHS effect. Just a throwback to, I think, a lot of our childhoods. Depending on your age, your first tornado documentaries would have likely been on VHS, broadcast TV, and looked like this. But yeah, I'm going to have to call it a night now. Thank everybody for joining. I'll go live again probably in another night or two, possibly tomorrow. Might have more of a night of developing so I can make more progress. So everyone have a great morning, afternoon or evening wherever you're on the world. Thank you very much for joining. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you've got any friends which you think would enjoy this channel, feel free to recommend me. Trying to go live more often now and show off more features of the game. So good night everyone, and I'll see you on the next stream. Let's close the game.